What's up, baby? Today's show is sponsored by Southern New Hampshire University. Yeah, we talking about proper preparation. We're talking about trying to be better at life. How can we improve, right? Whether we're talking about just as an individual, how do we improve if we're talking about in the job space? I mean, whether we're talking about just all the different ways to be prepared for the next step, for that next task. Southern New Hampshire University and some of these online degree programs that they are offering. Come on, baby. You can't beat this. And they have super competitive low tuition rates that are, like I said, going to prepare you for whatever your next steps might be as it pertains to your professional career. It's not too late. I mean, shoot, what you waiting on? I mean, you're watching me, but what you waiting on? Come on, man. You see the link right there, right? snhu.edu/Arthur Moats. Tap in and go out here and get a chance to prepare yourself for greatness. But now it's time for regularly scheduled programming.
Hello.
There he is. There he is. Hey. We are joined, ladies and gents, by the man, the myth, the legend. I'm talking that former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker. I'm talking about that West Virginia Mountaineer. They say it is almost heaven. That's what they say there. All right. And a lot of people do say it. A lot of people say it. A lot of people say it. But then on top of that, this is my locker mate, my former locker mate, one half of the locker mates, and the current defensive coordinator for Norfolk State University. I'm talking about the one and only Terence T.G. Garvin. Behold the green and the gold. Let's go. Bro, they still love you, TG. Just know they still love you, man.
Yeah.
How my dog doing, though, man? What's the word? What's the word, man?
Feeling good, man. In this a snowstorm a little bit.
Oh, I heard y'all got it. Yeah, you broke out the snow boots. I know this ain't your first rodeo. You know how to handle the snow, right? Yeah.
Another day.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Shoot, man. You know, I've been meaning to hit your line, all right? Mm-hmm. I was surfing on Instagram, you know. One of the guys that I used to compete against as well. I still follow, and he had dropped this post the other day. All right, it was a pretty cool picture, nice little graphic, had him up there, had these dates and all these different teams and names and times. And as I was looking, I said, oh, that's a Norfolk State. And it was Deshaun Jackson's post. He got y'all boys on the schedule this year, bro. Y'all got Delaware State.
You know we got those
coming down to the Casa. Ooh.
I think we gotta go down there.
Hey, my man. Hey. Hey. Come on now. I like that. I said, oh, that's one of the ones. It ain't homecoming, but that's like a homecoming. That's like a little second homecoming for whoever it is. Yeah, that's the who's who. Jeez. I like how y'all doing it, though, man.
Faces, man. Nameless great faces.
Hey, no, respect on that. Respect on that, man.
So pull up, we'll be ready to go.
Hey. I like how you do. Hey, that's how the coach is supposed to sound, man. Let me be the hype man. You like how you locked in, DC.
Yeah.
That's where you the coordinator, man. That's where you the coordinator. Man. I'm like, yo, man, we gonna have Vic versus Deshaun Jackson. We got Clinton Porter's offensive coordinator versus Terence Garvin, defensive coordinator. Oh!
Is he the OC? I don't think.
Oh no, I think he running back. I think he running backs coach. Yeah, running backs coach. Yeah, running backs. But I'm like, yo, we got Porter's versus TG. Come on, man. I got my dog. I like my dog. You know my dog had the defense ready to roll, man. Heck yeah. Come on, man. Heck yeah, man. I'm just
times.
Hey, man. I was hype over here when I seen that. I'm like, yo, it's up. And give me Norfolk State. I'm telling y'all today. You ain't in this conversation, TG, because you coaching. But I got Norfolk State. I'm throwing it out there on the front end. Let's get it. Nice. Let's get it, man.
Nice.
You know, but I figured, man, we can chop it up a little bit because there have been plenty of things that have transpired since we've last spoken. All right. I guess I will stick with what we were just currently talking about, which was my man GP, George Pickens. Shout out to him, man. Was doing his little interviews. You know how that thing go. And he had mentioned that, you know, ideally, or his dream quarterback or dream teammate, who would it be? And obviously, he had brought up Aaron Rodgers. Now, I will also give you some more dates. He did. He said his dream teammate would be Aaron Rodgers, and then he was like, or I mean, a guy like Ed Reed. So he's like, okay, you thought Ed Reed to kind of get me off your trail, maybe, but at the same time, I'm like, that's a real convenient name to be throwing out right now.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. Now, we opened the phone lines up. A lot of the people on the phone lines said that, yeah, we feel like that's how he feels, and we can understand why he would feel like that. But there was one person that simply said, oh, man, maybe that's one of his all-time guys, and that's why he thought Ed Reed as well. And I'm like, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. But one hasn't played in a while, and one was just rumored to have interest in the Steelers, and Steelers have interest in him like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So that was kind of how I was looking at it. But what's your perspective on it? How do you feel about my man George Pickens and his comments about, his dream teammate being Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, that's all right. That's loud. That's a big statement. That's what he might feel, though. He might want somebody to really just throw it to him. He might be in that place. Like, somebody really just drop back here, let's connect, and you feed me and just let me go to work. Let me be that guy that everybody's looking for. Let me go to work for you. So I get where he's coming from. I see what he's trying to say. I see the movie. I see what he's trying to say. Like, man, I want somebody to just drop back and just
feed me.
Just feed me.
Feed me, bro.
We don't have to play with this. Just get it to me. Let me do what it is that I do with it. Like, I hear that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like, I might not be, but that's what I heard. I heard feed me. Like,
okay.
Man, just get it to me, man.
Cause shoot, man, to me, man, when I'm looking, I'm like, I could understand why you would like him. I mean, you think about just the time where GP was growing up in, man. GP is prime age for where you're getting the discount double check, man. This is the big Aaron Rodgers era, man. That's Green Bay MVP killing them all, Mr. Hail Mary time frame.
You grew up on that.
Yeah. I was like, bro, if you grew up watching one of them ones, you know how we feel when you get a chance to, hey, man, I wouldn't mind having that one on my team. I wouldn't mind playing with it. I get it. I definitely can understand that, man.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's a shot.
Yeah, and I would agree. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a shot. I don't think it's a shot. But I'm just like, man, of all the names, like, dang, that's a name. That's definitely a name, man.
A big name.
That's definitely a name, man. Yeah.
Definitely a big name. It wasn't like to say it all.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a lot of names that you could have said, even if we talking all times. All time state, like, I want Brady would have been his teammate or Mahomes. It's like, it's some names that you could have went with, but that one just, like I said, just it's a little different.
Loud name for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
He
didn't have to take that route, but it wasn't. I think a lot of things he do get taken like that.
It does though, but it's because it's GP. It gets loud.
And it's the blessing of being a Steeler. Yeah. Like, if he's not a Steeler, you don't even pay that no more.
Yeah, now that's very true. That's very true.
It's the blessing of being what he is, and with that being the case, like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. He basically like, feed me though. That's what I heard out of that.
I don't have an issue with him wanting the football either. He nice. He nice. Now, one of the dudes who was talking about that though had brought up the fact that, man, we don't mind Rodgers if that includes the Devontae Adams package deal. Because his perspective was, now you talking have Rodgers, Devontae, and a GP. Might be able to cook with that.
And I think that's what you like.
That's what I'm saying. You might could cook with that low key, bro.
When I was saying it, like, it's not a bad deal. Like, it's just, like, to me, Fields is the guy.
Right, and I get you saying that. Yeah, I know you are staying consistent with that. We hopefully gonna find out how the team feel, because they just last week Jeremy Fowler had reported that they were still split on it, but they supposed to be having that meeting this week, so we should know sometime next week who the guy is between them two at least.
I think Russ kind of came out a little bit like, hey, I ain't just gone.
Phil said that. Yeah, Phil was like, yo. Yeah, because we're gonna talk about that too. With,
like, it ain't just over, So it's like, I don't think nobody know. I think it's a lot of conspiracies. I think they loading up on money. They making sure
they got a lot of money.
I think they're checking every cut. They're running it like business right now. They're looking for the best possible available.
Yeah.
They're looking for the best possible to get them there. You can feel that. They're definitely doing their due diligence with everybody. For them to even call the Jacksonville and whatnot, like we're checking every situation.
Now, with that though, we've also seen, because they are checking every situation, because they are taking their time, doing their due diligence, we also got new reports. The new report was that the Jets have interest in Justin Fields, and Justin Fields' camp said that they have interest in the Jets. Justin Fields also said, he's open to returning to the Steelers, but he doesn't want to come back unless there are guarantees that he has a clear path to being the starter. He wants the guarantee or some type of promise, because he felt like with Russ, that wasn't the case, obviously, because he got pulled after the 6 games. So how does that make you feel also, now that we're knowing that there is another player in this conversation, and Justin Fields isn't just sitting here without any type of action? He's letting you know, hey, I see the Jets, and I do like that a little bit as well. How does that impact you in terms of your timeline, in terms of your urgency, in terms of just what you're trying to do contractually right now? Or does this report about the interest and the mutual with the Jets and stuff not move you one way or the other right now?
I don't think it moves you.
Okay.
I think you're okay.
Are you concerned that if you continue to wait, though, that you could lose Fields?
I think they know. Like, I think they feel okay.
Okay.
You know, like, I don't think that's. I think you feel like he's with us right now. You know?
I mean, he is right now. You know, free agency gonna open up in about 2.5 weeks, though.
So you still got 2.5 weeks. You feel okay.
Okay.
You feel okay.
Okay. Because that's what I'm like. It's like, bro, that clock ticking, bro. And what you don't want is for both of them dudes to hit this market and play that game. We don't want to play that game. You don't want both of them to hit the market, and now it's either.
You got a plan for that. I think you got.
But how do you plan for that though? How do you plan for both of them hitting it? Skylar Thompson can't be that.
That opens draft boards up.
Okay.
You know, that opens up. Okay, well now they're not in the running for one. Let's go get one in the draft. Okay. You see it. Like, I think you have a plan for every situation. Cause
you like that plan though?
I don't think it's a terrible plan, because if you don't believe in Fields all the way, then you do just start over. You know, but I think Fields represents that young guy that you're looking for. If he's not the young guy you're looking for, you do just go get you one. Perfect, you know, pure blood.
Listen, you know, I hear what you're saying. And my rebuttal is just like, yo, why we gotta wait till the end? Why we gotta get this close to it? If y'all feel like that's the guy, you know that's the guy, how much longer are we gonna allow him to entertain other conversations or entertain people showing up saying they have interest in him now? Because once he starts to create a list, you know we don't want to do the bidding war. We don't want to do that. We lose that game.
He might also be Saquon in it, where he like, hey.
He could be. That's what I'm saying.
You know?
He could
I
be.
think he is that, but they might be saying you're not what you think you are. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. And now one thing leads to another. You know how negotiations go. You know how it is when you and they having that talk and they don't tell you what you want to hear back. It ain't supposed to be personal, but what does it always turn into? Personal. Yeah. It get real. Oh, you don't think I'm like? I bet. You know how that go. Yeah.
That's cool. That's what you feel like.
Yeah. Okay. See, as soon as you start, I was like, yeah, we all go back to that moment. We all had that moment. You playing this game long enough? Oh, you done had that moment where you like, oh, okay, bet. Say less. I got you. That's how you feel? That's cool. Cool. Yeah. Cool. So when I see him having that interest, I'm like, oh, are you to that stage of negotiations yet? Or are we still in the good part? Because they've been talking about Russ. They've been talking about calling other people. Everybody else, you still here though. But I'm like, all right now. They playing in your faces what it sound like. I don't know if it's intentionally, but I can see how you can see it that way. That's all I'm saying. I can see how you can see it that way.
I can see how you can see it that way.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they playing in your face, but I could definitely, when I see they have interest in Daniel Jones, and we're going to talk about that in a second, if I'm Fields, I'm like, yo, are you playing in my face, bro? I feel like y'all playing with me a little bit, man. Like, you told me about Russ. You told me about Rodgers. You calling Lawrence. You're interested in Stafford. All right, now you got interested in Daniel Jones. Is like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Where am I in this pecking order? You know what I mean? Like, I get your due diligence, but I'm just saying from the human perspective, TG, bro, come on, man.
I'm with you. I feel what you feel. I feel you where it's like you're playing with me a little bit, but
that's the business side. I get it. It's the business side. It is the business side. Yes.
It's the business of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it develop.
Yeah. But it is a dangerous game, though. I think both can be true, but I think you playing a dangerous game, though.
Yeah, let it develop.
All right.
That's okay.
Okay. While we letting that develop, we gonna let that marinate for a little bit. Did you see the reports though about the interest that the Steelers and Daniel Jones have in each other though?
Yeah, I don't. That's
why.
That's a
educate me on it. What do you see? What do you see? What?
That's a backup. That says you're going in the draft to get one.
Okay.
That's what that says.
Now, why do you feel like that?
Because that's a I don't want to say a backup, but that's a secure. It's played. It's okay. It's safe. That's your Kirk Cousins. Like, it's safe, but we got to go get one.
I'm with you. Okay. So if
that's safe,
if Daniel Jones is safe, what are you calling Fields then?
Fields is a go get one. Fields is your guy.
I'm not following you then. Hold on, bro. Hold on. What? So Daniel Jones is the safe, secure, the Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
I'm
you don't pay that nothing.
Okay.
You don't get that.
Even though it was already paid at a point.
Yeah.
It got the big deals at 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago it got the one, was it 160?
It's Mitch Trubisky.
Okay. So you look at it's Trubisky to you. Okay.
It's Trubisky.
Okay.
And you go get one.
Okay.
It's Trubisky to the T.
All right. Okay.
It's the same to the T.
All right.
It's Bruce Kuskowski. Bruce G.
No, you playing, bro. You are playing, man.
It's
you
Charlie.
are
It's C-Batch. It's Charlie.
C-Batch, yes. Okay, C-Batch, yes. I can see C-Batch. Oh, man. So what do you not like and what do you like when you're talking Daniel Jones? And just in the sense of the guys you're comparing him to. Just so I can see what
think it kills you. It's safe, secure. You don't bring it in there to be the starter. You bring it in there to get you out of some games, need be. It's mature. It's been through some stuff. You know, like.
Could it win a competition?
I don't think you put it in a competition to win. I don't think I think you go get something. Okay. Maybe you put it in a competition with something young. I don't think that's the guy that.
Would you let it compete with Fields?
No, it's the backup to Fields, but you tell it it's competing.
That's what I'm saying. Because up until this point, this is the Chicago version of Justin Fields, right? We've only seen him in New York with the keys to the car.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. But we've seen him like I said, the difference was Fields didn't get the second contract, man. We saw them commit to him. We saw him take a team to the postseason. Now, we know Fields has success as well, but there are certain things that Daniel Jones did do to put him in that position to get the deal. You know what I mean? So that's the only part where I'm like, I don't hate the competition element. I'm with you. I do think in the end, Fields should win it out. But I think there are certain things that Daniel Jones can do that will push Justin Fields, man.
I'm with you.
Because, like, we would both agree, Fields is the far and away better runner, but Daniel Jones can still run. Like, we don't look at Daniel Jones and we talking about him like he's Russ, like he's Trubisky, like he's Kenny Pickett. Like, no, Daniel Jones can run.
You could argue it just didn't work where he was at.
Yeah, the same thing we did about Fields in Chicago, right?
Yeah, you could have an argument. It just didn't work where he was at.
Yeah, you look at his arm. Does he not have a big arm? Can he not make all the it's Daniel Jones. It ain't like he was no fourth round. It's a first round pick we talk about as well. Like, the talent where they're currently at, I'm like, yo, what's the big difference between the two at their current stages right now?
I'm with you.
So that's why I like the competition part of it.
I think it's just the athleticism aspect.
Yeah.
Like, I just think And I think Justin Fields is far more athletic than
I do
Daniel
too.
Jones.
And I think Fields could beat him out. But I also don't think it's a negative for him to have to compete with them. I want both of them if I was going to go that route. That's all I'm saying.
But like I think he's far more athletic. Like he can do things like he just opens your playbook up a little bit.
From the athleticism standpoint, yes. But I would also say I think Daniel Jones at this stage is further along as a passer.
See, and I think Justin Fields is a better passer than he gets credit for. Like I think he
Go ahead.
I
I
think
mean,
he's a
I hear
bad
you.
passer.
I hear you. I hear you.
I don't think he's a bad passer.
I'm not saying he's a bad passer. The same way I'm not saying Daniel Jones is a bad runner. But I think we would all agree that Justin Fields at this stage is better as a runner. And I just think at this stage that Daniel Jones is a better passer right now. That's all.
I guess you feel like you can get a Sam Darnold situation out of Daniel Jones.
Yeah, the cheap $10 million type deal. Yes. Yeah.
Show up and
Yes.
show up.
Yes. Show up, load it up around him, and you come in here and don't crash this car. We know that when you were asked to be the reason why we were winning, that ain't your game. But you're more than good enough to come in here and be just the glue to all the other pieces that I can add. Why Sam Darnold going into a Vikings offense with the Addison and the Jeffersons and everything else. You like, oh, all right, cool. You look really good over here all of a sudden. Like, that's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to think of different ways that we can get what we trying to get, which is, that quarterback thing figured all the way out.
Okay.
Do you think Fields would trip on that, though?
I think he would respect it because he'd be in the pole position.
Yeah, and that's how I see it as well. Mm-hmm.
So it'd just be same script, but now it's your race. You're the senior.
You're in the driver's seat. It's yours to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What could be all right.
Nah, salute to him. So yeah, we will see, man. But yeah, I was like, bro,
I think Fields needs to be back. I think he's the guy. I
like your energy, man. Listen, you keep saying it, man. I'm gonna eventually just go all the way in with you. I'm gonna be like, all right, man. TG done said it enough, man. Bump it. All right, let's do it. All right, for right, wrong, and different. Let's do it. All right. I'm hoping that we get the info next week, though. That's what I'm hoping. You know what I mean? Sooner rather than later. Just give us some direction. Usually when the combine happened, that's when we found out about, the Bears saying that they were going to go with Caleb Williams over Justin Fields. And that's when everybody knew that Fields was going to be available. So we will see, man. We will see. All righty. Next thing that we did have was the Steelers having the reports coming out that they are going to be moving on from a couple free agents, man. Upcoming free agents, Dan Moore, big Dan left tackle, and then obviously James Daniels at the right guard spot. Reports are that those guys will not be returning for next season. So did want to ask you, man, your thoughts on that, man. Losing two dudes that have been starters for the past, Dan Moore, past 4 years, 66 starts under his belt with the squad. And then James Daniels, we know, obviously with him, another rack of starts, was our highest paid lineman at the time as well, man. But what's your thoughts, man, on both of those guys being headed towards free agency now?
Saves money, business move.
Yeah.
I think in terms of, Moore, it's the left tackle position. You drafted there last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you've drafted there. You
done went tackle back to back, right?
Yeah.
Back to back. Round one joint. Like, woof.
They'll probably go get another tackle.
Don't you say that, TG. Stop it. Stop it. I done heard somebody else say that. Stop it. They're like, hey, bro, I can see the O-line. You can't go 3 O-line back to back to back. I can't see it. I can't see it. You can't go 3 offensive linemen, man. I don't know. No.
They're trying to get that line together. So they let him go. That's a business move. You got a tackle. You drafted a tackle. You decent at tackle. You're not uncomfortable at tackle. You want another tackle, but you're not uncomfortable. You got first rounders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Broderick, in a sense, because you're moving him back to left, and we've never seen him at left, he does essentially feel like a brand new draft pick at that spot. Yeah.
You got first rounders at tackle. You feel a little bit better. Let's see how it works. And you go get another one late, so you feel comfortable. I think they have another one in there, sneaky.
Well, shoot, they've been playing. Was it Calvin Anderson. Excuse me. Calvin Anderson plays on the outside. Spencer was playing more on the interior parts of it. But that's the guy that they've utilized whenever Dan wasn't available. But they for certain, I mean, I don't envision them going round 1 or 2 O-line at this stage. But I can see them tapping one. I can see them bringing something in there, though, man. But yeah, I can see them getting something in there.
They're going to get a lineman. I say that for sure. You know, I think you feel good at the center position. You feel good interior-wise.
Yeah.
You feel okay.
Say Molly, you good. Frazier, you good. And then okay. Mason McCormick, you look good on.
You feel good. Yeah. So that James Daniel moves, that's an easy move. You save money.
Yeah.
You know, that was a big time signing when it first
It was. Heck yeah.
I mean, it more just didn't map out. You know, not that it didn't map out. It just didn't.
It got hurt. Then Mason played well. I think it was simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you know how it is. If the cheaper, younger option shows that it's comparable, it don't have to be better, but it could just be comparable or close enough. Yeah, man, business. Go get the cheap one. Let's go get that one. I mean, let me reset this clock. Let me save X amount of money. Now I can go send that X where or whatever else I might need to get, and now I'm good. Yeah. Dang on. Yeah.
Like it.
That's real.
Save money, you can go get another position.
Even though you over here is talking about we're gonna take one in the first. I don't want us to take another one in the first. I don't need no offensive lineman in the first round, man. Just
I just think it's totally get that offense together. I think it's gonna be all right this year. Defense is, you solidify all the pieces, like that defense is gonna be straight.
Yeah.
It's gonna gel this year. So it's like you just get you some weapons. I like to get you some weapons and don't blow the whole budget on the quarterback, but get you a nice something solid that can drive the car. And I think that's it.
My man say don't blow the whole budget on a quarterback. All right. But what if it's the right quarterback though?
Who's the right one?
That's what I'm asking you. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think that's awesome.
I don't know.
I don't think that's available.
I was about to say, I don't know. Hey, look, if it was your wish list, who's your dream quarterback then? Huh? Play GP for a second. Who's your dream teammate at quarterback?
Like, you can have anybody or you can just have these guys?
Give me the either or. Give me both answers.
I mean, if you can have anybody, you go grab 15.
Okay. Okay. Over that man, though? You want him over that man?
Yeah, that is that man. Yeah, that is that man.
You said he is that man. Oh, he said, yo, I want to talk about. He's that man, all right? He is that man. God damn.
That's the bro.
Because I'm like, especially Brady did it in 2 spots, though, bro. I'm just saying, 2 spots, 2 different coaches, 2 different styles. You know what I'm saying? Brady, man. Yeah, bro. I say, God, dog, say, bro. Mahomes that one. Yeah. All right. And then for the right now of the available options or of these guys, who you liking?
I like Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields. Like, that's what I like. That I think that fits. Besides that, I like Aaron in the package.
Yeah.
I like Aaron in the package. Maybe you'll get you a young one with that package. Like, that's nice, and that's a lot of weapons with Aaron. It's still Aaron, But then you got to put something behind Aaron, though. And that's where you do get a Daniels. I mean, not the Daniels, but...
Yeah, Daniel Jones. Yeah, Daniel Jones, yeah.
Daniel Jones,
Yeah.
But I like the package, though. I'm not mad at the package. Because you give me Devontae, you give me him, you give me...
Daniel Jones is QB too. I mean, I don't hate that at all. I think that makes your room a lot better. Yeah.
The package is nice.
Yeah.
You feel okay with the package.
Yeah.
I think you get a focus, Aaron. A little bit dangerous, man. You can retire at any time. A little bit dangerous. But
focused Rodgers. We get focused there.
Yeah, Aaron. And you get somebody you feel okay with. It makes the OC feel a little bit more relief. Like, whatever. Okay. And I think you had that with Rush. And it sounds like they had little power control. But I think
that's what I heard too. But how do you avoid that happening again, though? Because
I think with Aaron, you're getting power control.
Yeah, but if you're the
We're both
coach,
jobbing.
like speaking from a coach's perspective here, you don't want your say so though. You don't want to be like, yeah, but if we're gonna go down, let me go down with me having the sticks, not, hey, is Aaron Rodgers gonna be, happy today making the right calls, or is, he's just off, and now I got to go down with that. Like at this stage, you're not okay, because I'm like, if I'm Arthur Smith,
we had the sticks.
okay, I see, because that's my thing, because I'm like, well, Arthur Smith, when they were saying that, potential, or it was reports that him and Russ were having that little bit of a power struggle. I'm like, if you having that with a guy like Russ, you don't stand a chance with Rodgers. You know what Rodgers on as soon as he get off the bus.
Yeah, he's gonna check out of that.
Yeah. I'm not sitting here. I'm not playing this call. No, absolutely not. We going here. Yeah.
I'm about to get hit.
And I'm gonna look at you sideways when I come to the sideline too.
I think Aaron would be good. I think Aaron would be a good pickup. I really do. Like I see that. I see the package with the package. I see that. That's not a bad pickup. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
But not bad.
I don't hate it if I'm getting Devontae with it. I think it boosts my receiver room. I think it gives me a high floor with my quarterback, with the potential of it working really well, and we, tap into some of that magic that we've seen from Rodgers throughout his career. I don't hate that. But there's definitely a lot of ways that it could go left for certain on that one. All right. Shout out to my dog, though. Shout out to my dog. And if y'all enjoying the homie BNLP on a Thursday this time, hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. Alrighty. I did have to ask, man, as I was looking around the league, I was seeing how a young running back is getting ready to want a new contract, right? Specifically James Cook, man, Pro Bowl dude, young running back, dynamic player. And obviously because we got a running back that's potentially about to hit the market, or we about to have to, try to re-sign him. I just, I'm curious about what the numbers are, right? So obviously we had talked about Ramondre Stevenson getting the 10 mil up in New England per year. And we're like, all right, New England, we don't like it, but that's what they were on. James Cook specifically, though, is looking for $15 million per year now. Now, granted, this is after the Saquons have been paid, after the Josh Jacobs has been paid, after the Christian McCaffreys and the Alvin Kamaras, but he said he's looking for 15 mil. So obviously it had me thinking, and I need to ask you, I say, well, if James Cook is searching for 15 mil, Ramondre Stevenson is getting 10 mil, where does Najee fall now as if you're just projecting that market? What does that look like for you, man?
He's getting, how much is he getting? 15?
He's wanting 15. That's what he said he wants to do. Right now he's on the rookie deal. He's going into the year where you can get the contract negotiation. And they're basically saying that, he's willing to hold out to get the 15 per year. Yeah. I'm like, 15 mil, that's a lot right now. We thought Saquon getting to 12, 13 was kind of high. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Jeez.
In Arizona might give him 15.
But they paying James Conner something out there. How much is Conner getting out there?
Wait, who we saying? We saying Najee?
Yeah, we're saying Najee. Najee doesn't want 15. We're saying the backup, the running back, the starting back up in Buffalo, who coming off of was his second 1,000-yard season, right?
Okay. James Cook.
Okay. Yes. He wants 15 mil. I'm looking at Najee, obviously, and we're looking at.
You said they can't give him 15 in Buffalo. He can't give 15.
I'm just saying that's what he's looking for.
Dallas to give somebody something, but I don't think they'll give him 15.
Do you think Najee would be in that convo to get that, even if he would have hit an open market with the Dallas?
No, I think Najee can go get like 12, 13. I think Najee can sneaky get 13. Though.
You think? Okay, because that's essentially what Saquon and Josh Jacobs signed for.
I think Najee can sneaky get 13 at Dallas.
13 a lot.
13's a lot.
For the running back, that's a lot.
That's a steep bet.
And it in the Saquon? That's a lot.
I need a home run.
Bro, at the running back position. Oh, yo. I mean, I could see Dallas wanting to pay a dude.
I see Dallas doing that.
I could see that. Yeah.
Dallas need a bet.
Oh, man. That just seems like a lot, though, bro.
I agree.
But at the same time, the cap is going up. We saw the reports, man. It's going anywhere between $277 to $281.5 million is what the cap is ballooning to from the $255 million. So we know we're going to get more, available cash just as a whole in the NFL. And then when you start talking about the Steelers specifically creating more cap space, or even some of these other teams, that's the part where you look at Naj and it's like, well, with all of these reports about the cap increasing, with all the things that the Steelers are doing, clearing up more space, you're hearing these different reports about running backs, what they're currently getting, and then what guys are trying to reset the market to. How we feeling, you know what I mean? Like, as it pertains to Naj. And that was, like I said, why I had to bring it up to you, man. Because, yeah, I'm like, when I saw that number, I'm like, yo, this is starting to get weird. If we about to be paying like that has zero chance to stay here for 15 mil. For 14 mil has zero chance to stay here. For 13 mil, it can't stay here. You know that, bro. I'm like, hold on, man.
I'm gonna give him 15, man.
I say, man, look, we ain't clearing up them M's for that now. No, don't do that.
Yeah, 15's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a steep ticket. For a running back,
Would you pay Saquon 15?
I pay Saquon 15.
What number would you stop at for Saquon?
Oh, it's such a weapon,
I mean, you paying quarterbacks 20 mil off the dribble, right?
You know what I mean?
We paying quarterbacks that we don't even respect. They getting 20.
I get Saquon 20.
That's a running back.
Saquon,
That's my thing. I'm like, yo, that running back, when them numbers start getting high, I'm like, yeah.
But he showed he can stay healthy.
Did it? It did it this year? It did it the year before that?
I needed to see him stay healthy.
You know how it go when you pay the 18. Oh, you know what's
when you just won a Super Bowl.
You know it's gonna
just won a Super Bowl.
I mean, listen, I get it. You got to pay it. You got to do it. I'm with you. But you know how this works. You know how this works. You know exactly how this works.
You just won a Super Bowl,
TG, how you think it works? How you think it plays out, man? Huh? You pay that man that he gonna get hurt, bro. You know he did.
I can't give it that.
You know it, bro. You know this.
I wasn't giving him that money. I'm not giving. Like, I just think he got to find the right market. Like, I know he's not going to get that in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's gone. I don't think he'll get what he's looking for.
I think best case he get in here is 9. I think that's bad. I don't think they're going to do him right. Yeah.
I just don't think they'll value that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, to what it's worth, I don't think that we appreciate it to that extent to pay it to that. Yeah.
So I think he's gone. I think they'll move on. I think they'll get him back in the draft. They'll move on.
Shoot, we got to do that soon, man. I know you in the grind right now, but I was like, man, we got to start looking at some of them college cats, them college running backs, man. See how you feeling, who you liking a little bit more, man. If we are gonna move on from them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'll move on. They'll get a running back.
Yeah, because there's some dudes out here, man.
But I even seen something like 1,000 yards isn't sweet, even though it's more games. Like, people aren't doing it.
It's 70. It's like 70 something yards per game. TG. It's backs that don't average 70 yards per game. Like, that's what we talking about. To get 1,000 based on the 17 games, you got to go out there and get about 73 yards per game. As simple as that sounds, it is not simple. Absolutely not. It's games where as the linebacker, you like, bro, you better not get 70 yards rushing on us. No, you definitely not getting 100. You can't get the 100. But yeah, so when I think of that, I'm like, yeah, we can minimize it all we want, but it's still production, man.
It's very productive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him that. But it's just the running back world, man. It's value. You see Saquon, you get a good one that can change your life, but that's a home run. Like, home runs are rare. Home runs are hard to find.
But we try to get home runs all the time at quarterback, don't we?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's different.
And why is that different? It's
different. Like, you can swing for a home run at quarterback. that home run at running backs are different. It's just different.
I mean, they both gonna set you back either way though. When you miss on them, just one set you back a lot longer. I feel. If you miss on that quarterback, that set you back longer because you got to really go and, all right, now we got to rebuild. Now we got to, all right, what's the new package for this quarterback? That running back, as long as you ain't, I mean, worst case, it's a $17 million back. Worst case.
I think you're seeing that right now, though. Yeah. Like right now, they're swinging for a quarterback still to this moment.
That's what I'm saying. You know? It takes a long time to get that right.
Mm-hmm. Until you get that right, you keep swinging.
Yeah, whereas we went L. Bell to Connor to Naj, like the running back, the way that we've been evolving at that position or moving on from player to player has been a lot more successful and consistent than our quarterback production has been.
It just don't take as much.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. All righty then. Shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to the homie. Sheesh, man. All right. What you got left, man? Anything on your end before we get up out of here? I know it's the weekend time, man. What you got, man?
No, man. It's just, it's that time of year. Like, everybody got the best team in the league building up. Piece away, they're gonna find it in the draft. It's just that time of year.
Hey, he said optimism at an all-time high right now. Everybody's great. Everybody's a future All-Pro, a future Pro Bowler. Everybody look good. It's always glass half full. Every scenario works out perfectly. You know that, man.
Just stay patient. Don't assume. Let's just see what happens.
All right.
Don't assume. Let's just ride this ride. Let's see what happens.
Ride the ride, baby. You gotta ride the ride, man. Hey, I like how you staying consistent with your messaging, man. All right, you staying consistent. You gonna make me a believer. All right, I ain't not a believer, but you gonna really, really, really make me all the way believe this thing, man. Because you keep preaching it. All right. Shout out to the homie, though, man. Shout out to the homie. Well, shoot, man. I ain't got nothing else for you then. So, we'll spin the block, man. Get with you next week, man. But appreciate you as always, man. You already know that, baby. For the show, man. Peace. Shout out to the one and only Terence Garvin, current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University. Behold the green and the gold. And if you was digging the, convo with the homie, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel.